Mow Trappin podcast. Tuesday night, we back again. See if we can get some of you guys in here. Might be the first night I've been around on a coming in. Let's see. Go live on see if we can go live on Mow Trappin Instagram. There they go. What up, Cobb? What up? Trying to go live IG, y'all. They won't even let me go live on her. I can't go live till I get 1,000 on her. They changed the thing. Wow, that's crazy. It's all good. What up with it, Smurf Wilson? Yeah. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. New setup. Yeah, had to redo the studio, man. We get ready for rebranding coming into 2026, man. What up with your cat Paul? What up with your DS, man? What up with your stripe leader? Man, hope everybody getting ready to knock his Christmas out. What up with your razor? This year has flown by. It's over with. It's a wrap now. It's pretty much a wrap. What up with a DH? Yeah, this year has flown by, man. What up, Willie? Willie the Grass Man. Willie, I know you be out there. You still in that snow, Willie? That off season snow money, man. I've been seeing some dudes killing it on the snow, like crushing it. I got. It's funny, dog. I'm just thinking about some Mr. Esmond. I'll go look at an AT&T building, y'all. I feel bad. Oh my goodness, it was like last week. I've been sick the last couple days. I've been in the bed. I just got out the bed not too long ago. I'm trying to get over this cold, man. I don't get sick usually. I've been down the last couple days. I usually don't get sick at all though. So with a couple more minutes, man, we get it cracking. Yeah, I had to switch up, man. Go with the rebranding Cat's Paw, and think it looked pretty good. So we rocking like this, man. It's gonna be a new look 2026, man. We still in grind mode 2026. It's on. I'm looking so forward to next year. Had a great conversation with a guy this past week. Snow just left. Just cold, waiting on to come back. Oh yeah, Willie. If y'all might be, I don't know how it is where y'all at, but bro, I think that's part of me getting sick. It was cold. It jumped back up. I think today when I woke up this morning, it was 64 degrees. So crazy. Man, flew by, but had a great year. Facts, DH. It flew by, man. It flew by. Great year too. Went from cold to being 70s here. Same thing, Cobb. I'm gonna tell you when it get funny like this too, Cobb. I stay dressed still. I don't get to taking off clothes, nothing like that. Pneumonia. What up with you, Lawrence? Happy holidays to you, man. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all something else too, man. After Thanksgiving, man, it kind of like lit me up a little bit, man, because I don't too holidays they okay for me, but I don't know what after Thanksgiving, man. I had a really great time after Thanksgiving. And so I'm looking forward to Christmas now and looking forward to this new year. So let's get it cracking, man. Mow Trappin podcast. We back in here again Tuesday night. Boneyard Lawn Service, solo operator down here in Paducah, Kentucky. Uh, Hopefully they can change. Like I know I've said this 1,000 times. I think next year it's really gonna change, man. I talked to somebody. He he put an idea on me that's almost you can't lose. I feel like when it comes to hiring. So, but it's some work you got to do it. And I'm gonna get that broke down to y'all, man. We come back out right after the new year on it. But yeah, 86, 81 to Monday. Hey, let me tell you something. Try not to get no pneumonia, DAs. What up with it, Batiste? But yeah, so man, yeah, back in here, man. This past week with me, man. Still been grinding, still been working. I worked on a few properties I had to do. One with the property management company. I had, I think, two new customers come on for some leaf cleanups. I did a couple estimates. Y'all know how I go. You might go out for those estimates. That's why I said if y'all seen that video, you gotta charge on them estimates. Because after I made that video, I end up doing an estimate still, but it was in that area. I didn't charge. It was in the area. I did it. So, man, I'm charging next year, and it's gonna be on some take it or leave it. And I'm trying to figure out a nice estimate fee to where it'll make sense for me. Cause I'm looking over, man, and I like I say, I look at businesses outside of line curve too. So, and I'm talking to a lot of people that's entrepreneurs, man, a lot of people in their industry and stuff. And man, I say if it was 10 business owners, seven of them I talk to are getting deposits on what they doing and their services. So, and it just, it makes sense. And they explain why they charge the deposits and why what it is. And they say they had no pushback and customers steady coming for them. So, but that's a different industry from the lawn care, but we gonna figure it out. So this past week, that was part of it, doing these jobs. And last couple of days, man, I've been down. I've been in the bed. Like I said, I don't get sick. I went and finished up a job yesterday morning. When I got done, man, I sit in the bed all day. I've been medicine up right now. I'm drowsy. I hate taking medications. I sat in the bed all day again today. So I'm feeling like I'm back about 85, 90%, trying to be good before before Santa comes. So, and another thing this past week, man, I've got another property management company that reached out to me. And I got a guy that he hit me about a property management company. Well, two guys actually. Take that back. I got two guys. Shout out to my boy Five Star and my other guy. Both of them had property management companies hit them up. So I don't know what's going on right now. I don't know if it's a thing, but the two companies that hit them are actually companies that are ones I've never heard of that I don't deal with. And so I got another message yesterday from another company, is one they don't deal with. So that's three different property management companies. So I will say now it's about six of them that I know of. I'm going to try to get a list for y'all and create a list of all these property management companies. And once I get the list, I will post up. And man, y'all can just start applying for vendors, man, with these places. Because right now, like I say, when it's dry, it's off season, people that don't want work, I mean, people that's not working that won't work, man, you can apply, you can become a vendor. And if they got work in your area, man, they're going to send you the work orders. One guy sent me a message. We talked on the phone and I explained to him. He said, man, same thing I was telling. He said, man, they got these old prices. He said, these prices are so old. I told him, I said, man, listen, it's what you do. When they get up with you, you tell them that you can't do those prices. He did exactly what I said. He sent me a message. He said, the lady said, man, the prices are totally negotiable. So when you get with these companies, don't just go for them prices, man. Stand on your price. If they not going to go with your price, it is what it is. But sometimes I do negotiate sometimes. So I say I got a price sometimes and I'm going to stand on it. And sometimes I end up coming off that price. I don't know if everybody's guilty of it. I don't do it all the time. And sometimes I might make a deception. If it's within my route, if I can upsell on it all year long and keep them, I kind of will make an exception and try to negotiate and get a price to where it's making sense to where I can catch it on that route still. So another thing is last week, man, which is gonna be part of the news. This AI stuff is about to go crazy next year. If you ain't doing it, man, get it. I'm telling you, get it, pay for it. I'm gonna make another list too of some AI softwares because I'm finding I got Chat GPT and I paid to get the access to the extras where I could use it all the time where my features ain't limited. So I've been finding more apps like this that are free. And I'm telling you, this stuff is gonna be game changing, man. The way y'all do these prompts. If y'all see this background right now with this studio that I got right now is done with AI. Sounds crazy, but this studio is built with AI right now that I'm in. So, man, I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna get a list for y'all. Figure out how to implement it in your business. Trust me, figure out how to implement it because it's gonna be game changing. I'm just telling you, it's gonna be game changing. It's make you get an employee without having an employee. So we're gonna get on to the news clip, and this right here on the news, we got 10 crucial insights for business owners to succeed in 2026 and beyond, man. And like I say, man, I watch a lot of stuff outside of lawn care, man, because you got the lawn business, but it's another side to this thing, which is the business side. So, and one things I said is to build a business around meaning, not just margins. And I would say I call that brand building. You know, build that brand, build it like I say, my name, Boneyard Lawn Service. I say it's 50-50. I used to get people look at my shirts, and some people will say Boneyard Lawn Service and make me think you're gonna like just basically scout my yard. And so I get other people, they say Boneyard Lawn Service. They like, I'll call you because I can't forget the name. So I'm looking at that when it says build your business around meaning, not just margins. Uh, this was a good one. Number 2, obsess over a specific underserved customer. One of the things not so to focus on that I learned in my years in business is you're gonna get new customers, and once you get them, yeah, take care of them. But take care of them customers you got already. Them the ones that got you there and built you there, take care of them. Do what little you can to keep them around, especially if they've been around a few years and they are looking to you for service. They not even looking for nobody else. They just let me pick up the phone. I need DH to get here. That's my dude on my line. I need Lawrence to be here. Like, take care of those customers because if you get those customers that's like, man, he takes care of me. I've never had no push. Them are gonna be the ones that's word of mouth to get you to the next one. Them are also gonna be the ones that's gonna be the easiest ones to probably get you a Google review. So this is the article, man. It's on fortune.com. And I go through the rest of them real quick. I won't read them all, but it says number 3, let your life story. Number 4, make deliberate, not impulse growth decisions. Okay, that's another one. Let me touch on this one real quick before I scroll down. One thing next year, no emotional selling. Get out your emotions with the selling, man. I told you I'm guilty of it too. Sometimes you get a customer, you feel bad for them, we just all. I can't say why you might feel guilty or feel bad for somebody, but man, you're really gonna have to get out of the emotional selling next year. You'll mess around and get a customer out of emotion and have them the whole year, and that customer really won't be profitable. And I mean, it sounds harsh, but man, we here to run a business, not make friends. So it says treat cash like discipline as a survival skill, which is very true. I always say that, man. Money like oxygen to your business. You run out of money, you're running out of oxygen. You can't breathe and you're gonna die. So, but these are just some of the things, man. It's giving 10 real truths, man, coming into business owners next year, man. Crucial insights, man. Uh, we got a couple weeks. Well, I ain't gonna say a couple weeks. We got some days, man. I'm pretty sure some of y'all ain't got work, man. Sit back and do some extra studying this next week coming into the new year and try to start implementing stuff, man, because you don't want to be right there again next year. Each year you want to be leveling up. So it's a lot of trash stuff that I had I'm getting rid of this year. I'm gonna replace. It's a lot of stuff that I talked about that I need to be doing for the last 2 years I hadn't done. 2026, you gotta fix it. Like it ain't gonna, I feel like if you don't fix it 2026, you're gonna be out of here for real. So little stuff like that, man. 10 crucial small insights for business owners, man. You can never know enough. You can always use something to polish up your business, get your business tidied up. And try to not try to cut corners, but try to tie up all your loose ends. That's what I meant to say. And so, got y'all guests again tonight, man. Got a guy we met last year at the Equip Expo at the prayer breakfast. Met again this year at the prayer breakfast. And you don't know what somebody really got going on in their business. And so when I was talking to this guy, I thought this guy just did like content or podcast, and I didn't know that he had a business actually that he ran also. And so when he told me he had a business that he ran for, I don't want to spoil the show, but he ran it for so many amount of years, and he's said that he's kind of where I'm back at solo, and we talked, but I have to let him explain more to give his side of his story and his journey on this. But man, like I say, we met on at the prayer breakfast, bro. Outside, something like, I would say the prayer breakfast is outside of lawn care because it's lawn care, but it's like no lawn care talk. We talking about just, growth and life and how life has been for you. I'll put it like that, because some people, you don't have to be religious, just be real. So, but we're gonna get them in here, man. And let's get it cracking. Hold on. Here we go. What up with it? What up with it? What up with it?
Antonio, what's going on?
What up with it, Evan, man? Go ahead and I'll let you go ahead and introduce yourself, man. And what up? Welcome to Mow Trappin podcast.
It's an honor to be on, guys. Evan Lindman here. Obviously, I host the Turf Nerds podcast. My other half, Greg, who hosts it with me, couldn't make it tonight. He's got a family deal. So I've been actually running a lawn and landscape business. This will be, man, coming up on the 16th year. A lot of ups and a lot of downs, but man, when I started, it was 2010. He didn't have any of this stuff online, not even podcasts were a thing, and I wish I knew now what I knew back then, because I could have probably been a lot farther along in my business, but I run a mean and lean solo business, cut about 100 lawns a week, and I try to do it all. I aerate, I do mulch installs, some light tree work, plow snow, got a multi-force with the 5-foot Smart Shield Boss Plow. Antonio, that's some fun stuff, because you can pick off these small commercial lots and these horseshoe and half-circle driveways and talk about plowing that snow and making that dough.
All right, so I got a question, man. I'm going to tell you. Because like I say, when I first met you, man, I didn't know that you ran a business. And when I see turf nerds, I'm going to tell you, I just think nerd. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny.
I'm going to tell you what I think. So I didn't know. And so when we got to talking behind the scenes, man, and you got to breaking it down, and you said something tonight. You said 100 customers. So we about to get into it. So, man, how did you get started 16 years ago in lawn service?
So it kind of started, it was funny, as a lawn care business, and it started as a joke after high school. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So my buddy and I came up with this idea. Hey, let's let's launch our own lawn care business. So that first year we did it, we printed out some flyers and a Comtech class we had, and we passed them out in the neighborhood. We called it was E&E Lawn Care. Now it's E&D, because we changed them. He's no longer, he was with me for 1 year, and then that was it. So anyways, we had 2 push mowers, and we went around and we cut lawns, and it was like E&E Lawn Care, and on the flyer we had cheap cuts on there, which is funny to talk about, like chucking the truck. We weren't chucking the truck, but we had cheap cuts. We were trying to get business, and so then the next year, my dad's like, fire this Eli kid, get rid of him. And my dad said, go off on your own and do it. And so I just went off on my own and did it. And after that, that first year, I had gotten a Cub Cadet commercial walk behind 36-inch mower. This is like a wrestling match with this puppy. It's a nice mower, but if you lose one of the handles in a walk behind, guess what? You're going to go my, bye. So the second year we had the walk behind. I think we had it for a couple years, and then I graduated to a Exmark Laser Z52, and then eventually Laser Z60, and then I kind of have transferred on over to the stand-on V-Ride mower game, because that's kind of where the revolution's going now, and I just really like the V-Ride mowers.
Okay, I got a question for you, because that's funny. So does your dad do lawn care?
No, he had just basically said, get rid of Eli, and then he kind of helped me like a bit starting out, but my dad cut with me a little bit. But I tell you one thing, guys, it's tough working with family. I'm so similar to my father, and we would kind of like clash heads, but he instilled a lot of good like obviously biblical, but like work ethic principles into me though too. Like he would drive around and like my lawns. It's just back in the. He would just look just to make sure that I was doing things the right way. But as
Wow, that's crazy.
I slowly progressed there in the business, I got
That's
more rain.
I'm listening 'cause I was listening because when you say your dad said fire him, so I mean so was your dad's decision outside looking into your business? Was
Yeah.
his decision? Yeah. So he was watching out for your best interest.
He was watching out for my best interest, and he's my buddy, but he wanted to start cutting grass. Like think we had, I don't know, 7 or 8 accounts. He wanted to start cutting at like 5:30 in the afternoon. I'm like,
Oh
bro,
no,
let's
you
get
can't do
let's
that.
get this
Yeah,
done in the morning,
yeah. So that was a
right?
total clash of business partnership. That's crazy, man. So you say you went out on your own. Your dad told you get rid of him, and for that next year, how was that next year for you coming in, going from having help to coming in the next year solo? Was your dad with you full time, or was you going on? I'm solo now.
He had helped me here and there, but predominantly most of the time it was he would help me on some of the bigger lawns that we had because when you're just starting out there in the business, guys, and you'll take whatever you can get. And we had some lawns that were at maximum 25 minutes away, and we were probably undercharging just because we like didn't know. Like the lawn care revolution with YouTube and social media now is just huge, and like I was saying earlier, I wish I knew all this stuff like I did, like now that I did like earlier on. But we would underbid jobs and things like that. But then over time, we just like now my routes are so like tight. Like 50% of my route is in one neighborhood alone. I have like 50 lawns in this neighborhood. But it's so he had helped me out a little bit, but most of the time it was just me. And then I did have a buddy who had helped me. It was actually he had helped me for about 10 years after high school. It was part time. He just kind of helped me for a little bit. Then when COVID hit, everything changed. But for most of the times, it's been me. Now for the last 5 years, I'm like 200% solo, do it all myself.
So, man, hold on, because so you 100 yards solo right now.
Yes, and the only way you can do that
Ooh.
is if you got to have them all close. It's route density, and they're like posted. I have a good amount of postage stamped lawns, but I think my lowest price on a lawn's like $45, and these are $500,000 to $700,000 homes in a nice suburb of Metro Detroit, and it takes time. And the best way you do it, we literally passed out flyers, and if you show like a dime of personality with customers, invest in them, get into their lives, your business will just spread like wildfire. It's crazy.
I'm gonna tell you too, because you said something. Because when you said that 100 yards, my main thing I'm thinking first of all, I'm like, how's he handling 100 yards? But you made it make sense when you said you gotta have them close. And
Yes,
so
you
I've
have
been
to.
there, done that like you. What you said, man. I used to have some yards. They shouldn't even been on the schedule. But what it was in the beginning, I'm trying to, you trying to do whatever you can to establish and grow a business. So that 1 yard that might be 30 minutes out the way that you get underpriced on, those were some of the yards that ended up turning, hey, I got a guy named Antonio there to cut your yard. And
That's how it
so
works. Oh yeah.
they didn't get that last price though. I learned. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So you gotta go through it. But I like what you said though, how you said just staying out there, you end up getting 50% of them in one neighborhood, and by you being close, it helps you be able to handle 100 yards solo. Cause I'm like, I be wanting to get to 100 yards, and I'm like, ah. So my next question is 100 yards solo, Evan. How is your days? That's what I want to know. So how are you working with 100 yards solo? Is it keeping you out there 6 days a week, 5 days a week? How many days a week are you after having to knock it out?
Solo by myself, I can get it all done between Monday and Friday. I'll have help like here and there. Like my buddy Rocky will help me. Then my brother Drew, he actually moved back in town. He was actually going to seminary at the Southern Baptist Theological Seminary in Louisville, Kentucky. So he had moved back up there. So he's helped me out a
Where that's
little
at.
bit. But you can get out like everything done in 5 days. Now get this, you may want to check it out. My buddy Cameron Duncan with the Lawn Care Life in Missouri, he had turned me on. I actually trim lawns. I trim my lawns on a Segway 9-bot S2. This is not fairy tale. So it's actually like you got to go check it out. And I can trim about 95% of my lawns on a Segway. It's on our channel, but it works. I could save anywhere from about half an hour to an hour a day doing it like that. So, I mean, why bother to walk around trimming when you can just ride around on a Segway?
Man, you gonna have to show me that, dude. That's crazy because that's and like what you said, that trimming this year, that helped me with like a lot of my yards. I was busy as heck and taking on a lot of weeklies too. Like you said, you got all of yours, man. Salute having all of yours weekly. That's a big salute right there. So with a lot of yards I was having, my main thing was the trimming thing, dude. And I watched the guy with a video, and he said, "Man, I try not to get yards while I do a lot of trimming."
Oh,
And it was like
it's a
so
pain.
funny when I watched that video. It was so funny. I talked to a guy locally, and we talked, and we just bumped into each other one day, and we talked, and he said, "Man, I see you out here all the time. I just want to know your name." And he had a sprayer on the back then. And I said, "So you just spray yards?" And he was like, "No, I actually mow them." He said, "What I'm doing is I'm going out and spraying everything now." He
Oh
said,
wow.
"I spray everything." He said, "I don't even put a string trim on the truck sometimes." And it's kind of like what you said. You had to get your routes tight over years. Well, this guy, he said he does the same thing. He sprays all his yards, and he said, "I don't take on any yards that I have to trim." And I was like, "Wow!" But he said when I did that, it allowed me to take on like 4 more extra yards a day.
Oh yeah, that's the way. Like you got to figure out ways we can cut down time properly here in this industry. Okay, the Segway's not perfect. I've taken some falls on it, like three pretty good beefs on it though too. But aim of the game though too. Yeah, and I like what you said. Some of these lawns I should probably drop just because of the trimming's a pain in the butt. It's an
Man,
absolute just pain. And I'm like 5'7". You're quite taller than me. I think the taller guys can walk around like a tad faster than I do. I'm like running basically trying to trim. But on the Segway, I mean, you can trim lawns going 7 to 10 miles an hour if you wanted to. But yeah, no, but without the Segway, I could get everything done Monday through Friday. But half the battle though too is getting your fat butt out of bed. Like as soon as it like you want to be on that first lawn as soon as you're basically able to see grass. Easier said than done because we work a very physically demanding job, and so when you get done after mowing a long day, you just want to like pass out there, like just hop in bed for a while.
all right, so and you said Detroit, so I know you're year round service. So, with a lot of your customers, are they do they pay as the month go, or is it like some established? Hey, once I put you on, you're on year round because that's one of the things I'm trying to really figure out next year. I got a lot of great customers, but I'm trying to figure out how can I get these guys to stay around all year long. I could still bill them, and I could still be able to pay the help if I need to.
Yeah, that's the thing I had thought about because we mow basically 25 to 30, 31 times a year, and then we go into cleanup. So we mow mid-April through all the way the end of October, maybe the first or second week of November, and then we'll do cleanups through mid-December. And then when the snow just crapped on us early this year, so we've done a couple events, but I do admit in the winter you got to make the best use with your funds because it can get like a little it can get a little tight and dry. So I like what you said that. I thought about maybe putting the clients on like a 12-month plan, so space out like their prepaid mowings all throughout 12 months or doing something like that. I've heard from other people though too to go for that 12-month payment plan with clients so you can always really have good reoccurring income so then you'd be able to pay someone though
Right.
too in those months. That's something that I've been thinking about because I have a good chunk that prepay. People pay monthly, and all in all, through my 100 clients, I have very good. I mean, people pay basically right away. There's a couple that are a little slackers, and they think they can pay me bi-monthly, and then I've threatened the dog crap fees, and I'm going to really enforce that this upcoming year because I've ran over quite a amount of here. We'll do a little dog dog crap sound there, and so it's a small backyard. She doesn't pick up the poop, and then you're rolling around the street, rolling down the street in an enclosed trailer that smells like just a hot poop bag. It's pretty bad. So
That's one of my fees that I got this year. I think I've got a note card. I got 3 fees that I'm adding on this year. Dog poop fee is one, and it's a couple more that I got. I got them wrote down. I don't want to just say nothing off the fly, but I got a couple more wrote down. But it's like 3 fees, and just those little fees, man. You got to think some of those little fees might be 200-300 extra a month that you get.
that's
You know
huge.
what I'm saying? So yeah, that's huge. That's gas all money in the truck almost. You know what I'm saying? So little stuff like that, man, it adds up. So dog poop, yeah. Facts cats called dog food, dog poop feeds.
You know what my
So
co-host Greg was doing, Antonio? He was actually, it was funny. He would actually spray paint, or he thought about doing this, spray painting like the dog crap in the yard if it was really bad, and then avoiding mowing that area just to prove the point, just to get the customer to do that. So then maybe that would never happen ever again. But he also does pick up poop for I think one or two clients, and he charges I don't know if it's like $2 a minute to do it. But there's just ideas out there. But I really gotta hunker down. There's only two clients.
no, see, that's a good idea, man, and that's why, like you said, social media is great. You just if you could just take a little can of spray, something that's like and they probably got something that's not gonna mess up the yard or nothing, and you just just hit it.
Yep.
And just take a picture on the customer. Hey, I asked you about. Cause I'm gonna tell you what happened. I had a guy. He spoiled me. I had a guy, and I don't get a bunch of dog poop yards. I tell people straight up front, like you either gonna pick it up or I can't do it. So I had a guy, and I was picking up the poop off his yard, and so they ended up having his wife got pregnant and they had a baby, and so when they had the baby, man, it's one of those times, like I say, not everybody you're going to be considerate of, but I had to be.
Oh
He
yeah.
works like crazy. The baby, I know how it is with a brand new baby. You're not going to get the sleep or the rest that you need. He would be able to get that poop with no problem. And so it became a problem. I told him, I said, hey, what I'll do is I'll get you a little scooper and I'll leave it at the house if you want me to, and I'll just scoop it and throw it over the fence. And so this man, shout out to him. He told me, he said, man, this is what I'm gonna do. He said, you don't even have to come in the backyard no more. He said, still charge me the same price because I don't want nobody else doing my yard, and I'll make sure I got the yard straight as far as the dog poop stuff.
That
And
works out
so
well. Oh yeah.
yeah, that worked out well. But when me and him was talking, I ended up finding a girl here. And so it's a girl here. She runs a poop service, poop scoop. She gets $20 a yard. And dude, when I say I didn't know she stays that busy, she makes about $400 a day scooping poop.
Yeah, we got a girl up here, Erica Crouppen with Croupen's Poopin' Scoopin'. I think she
Yeah,
makes over 100 grand a year picking up dog crap. It
yeah,
works. Oh, there's Greg. Hey, there's my co-host that just chimed in.
yeah. What up, Greg? Shout out to you, man. Nice to meet you too. I know Greg. So, man, all right, I got another one for you, man. So, 100 customers, man. How is it? Because I want to know because you hear the 100 customers and you think that's what you need. And sometimes you don't really know you don't really need 100 customers because this
Mm-mm.
guys who got 50 customers, they're making the same thing as a guy with 100 customers. And so with 100 customers, man, because you can speak on this, how is it with getting behind?
Yeah, it's a
Because
deal.
yeah, so you got rain days and stuff too. So
I had problems. So when I went like 200% like solo in 2020, so like my buddy who had helped me part time when we were cutting almost 200 lawns a week, and then when COVID hit, everything changed, and I went like full time solo, and I quickly dwindled that down. It was 200, then it was 175, then we did 150, then 130, and then the last 2 or 3 years I really fixed it because you just basically hit the nail on the head. How do you catch up? If I were to redo it all over again, I would probably do, and I'm going to probably work on this off season. You want to mow probably 4 good solid days a week, like more mow
sir,
4 days a week, and then have 1 or 2 days open for breakdowns, ancillary services, and weather problems. Stuff happens. The Lord allows things to happen, and we have to navigate through that. So even mowing 5 days a week, if you have a couple days of rain, you'll get behind. You'll be mowing for over a week straight, and that just gets no fun after a while because you can't free up time. So I've kind of controlled that this past year. I had weekends open. I was able to do mulch jobs, aerations, things like that, cleanups, brush tear outs. That's it. Looking back at it, guys, it's not how many lawns you cut. It's you charge the proper way, but get everything down to 4 days a week. I mean, maybe even 3. Some guys just mow 3 days a week and have the rest open for like more landscaping. But do it 4 days a week. I mean, I can say, not with pride though, too. I put basically 1,000 hours a year on a mower. Sorry, 1,000 hours a year on a mower. That's that's not good. So
yeah, you running, dude. You running. So, and I'm gonna tell you too, with the 4 days a week, you're so right. This year, this what happened to me. I navigated and got everything down to 4 days a week on my mowing. Once I got everything, I thought I had it figured out with the 4 days a week of mowing. That's when the property management company started coming. And so I had those 4 days I was mowing. Everything the property management company was throwing, I had the other 2 days to fill those in. And so I'm narrowing back down next year. The 4 days, man, I'm telling y'all what he said. If you can narrow it down to 4 days and you can see, because I'm gonna tell y'all what I was doing. I had it down to, it was 4 days, and I think some days I think some weeks, I think it was like 31, 3,200 in 4 days.
Oh
You
wow.
know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's about the numbers, man. It's about the numbers. And like what he said, that's why I asked that question with 100 yards, man, and get behind on stuff. Because when I was getting behind, it was no problem to catch up. You know what I'm saying? And so I couldn't imagine having, let's say, 30% more of the customers I had. It would have been heck. I probably would have had a whole bunch of more gray hairs this year and a lot. So,
And that's the deal. Say I had full time help, Antonio. So
uh-huh.
it's said if I had full time help, I could get all my routes done in 3 days. We can do about, if my buddy Rocky were to help me full time, 3 days, we get our butts out the door early. It's 100 lawns. We could basically knock that out in 3 days. And
Uh-huh.
then the question is, okay, well, if you're getting done that quick, do you tack on how much more lawns? I'd say yes and no. Maybe if you have full time help, you could go that 5 day. But here's the deal: you should be focusing on the jobs with a Ted. Okay, higher profit margins. Mowing is great, and my profit margins on mowing are very good because of my dense routes. But not all guys can really yield that high of a profit margin on mowing just because it's area. It's what people are able to afford though too. So you have to target some other services that can probably yield higher profits. I mean, check out like mulch installs. We charge anywhere from 100 to 175 bucks a yard to install it. That's good money. So it's just
Yeah.
recalibrating and thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. The higher price jobs, and another thing with the mowing too. What you said, my let me throw this in. I got a lot of help too with my routes this year. So fifth year, just being out more and more and more and more, I started refusing to ride all the way across town. And I said I had a bunch of them like they're out toward the airport and the mall areas I get. And I said I'm just gonna focus on everything out this way. Anything on the other side of town, I doubled the price on because
Hmm.
it just had to make sense for me to go over there. And so now the other side of town to where I ride that day is a really, really profitable day for me. I'm talking about I come out, I got a yard that's 125. I got another one that's 100. I got one that's coming back, I think 140. I got another one that's 125. So it's like one of those days I go on that side of town. I'm doing 8 or 9 yards, but it's $1,000 day. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
huge.
So it makes sense, yeah. And so what you said with the higher end jobs is so funny. I'm doing these property management cleanups now, and with a lot of these jobs, it's a lot of the landscaping they want it redone or they want to like just get rid of all the bricks and stuff. What I've been doing is I've been taking all the bricks from these properties and I just been keeping them, Evan. And I
Well,
just been basically doing. I'm keeping them. I'm about to start doing fire pits. I'm about to start doing some more landscape installs, and I got some of these bricks to where I can basically sell these jobs now. I could sell a fire pit job for 750 easy, 650
that's
easy,
good money.
easy, good money. You can go out in a day and you can knock that out in a day.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
Ron Greenscapes Ohio, he told me that he sells firewood. I'm like, you know what? I kind of want thought about doing that too.
Yeah.
You ever thought about that, selling firewood?
Uh huh. Now I know a guy that was doing it. It's so funny you say that, man. I know a guy. He sold firewood, but rest in peace to him, man. He's passed since then. But what this how we met. My dad's friend would go pick up the guy was he run a barbecue stand. And so he would go buy the maple wood from a guy because he sold firewood, but he couldn't get any maple.
Hmm.
And so he would use the maple to cook. He would cook the food and have that maple mesquite taste on it when he's smoking it.
Oh, that's
And
so
so
good.
he was selling firewood, and me and that guy got cool, dude. And this when I was doing some crazy stuff in the streets, but me
Oh
and the
no.
guy got cool, dude, and he would tell me how he was selling firewood, and he basically lived in a wooded area, but like I say, he couldn't get no maple. And so it's so much stuff that you can diversify. If you're doing tree jobs in the winter, you can keep a lot of that tree stuff, especially if you load it. You can keep a lot of that and use it for firewood and
That's what
sell
I
it.
kind of wanted to do. Maybe okay, like plowing snow, but that's not all the time during the winter. I've
Uh-huh.
done other random side jobs, but maybe attack that firewood type of business because I guys do it and then they make a killing. Or the other thing I see it big, Antonio. I kind of wanted to do it was Christmas lights. That's really the next thing that's kind of coming up, and I see, oh man, you can rake doing that.
Nah. I can't remember his name. If I remember the name, dude, I'll throw it out there for you. I watched him on YouTube, and I sent him a message one day because he was talking about Christmas lights. So ever since he's been doing, he said, my first season was okay. He said after the first season, my next season, he said, dude, I'm doing 18 grand at least on Christmas lights. And he said, all I do is, he said, everybody know I'm coming. Once they sign up, it's kind of like his year-round customers, like what we said. His year-round customers, he's doing everything. He's doing treating the lawns, cleanups. Soon as Thanksgiving hits, the day after Thanksgiving, he's doing his Christmas lights installed. And said, so he
That's
says, what I
commitment.
do is, yeah, he says, what I do is, he said, they're already signed up. He said, and I just go through, he said, I order the lights. I go through every property and do it. He said, what I do is once I take them down, I number them and put them in a box to where when the next season comes, I know, all right, I take out box number 1, this is for the front side of the house. I take
Hmm.
out box 2, that's for this side. And he said, I do it like that every year. But Christmas lights, and I'm gonna tell you, like, and we're speaking on stretching out businesses, firewood, Christmas lights. I hear you on that, but I'm really on narrowing down, dude. I don't want to be spread thin next year. I really want to just have like 1 or 2, 3 services. Like
Yep.
I'm treating your grass, I'm mowing your grass, and I'm doing your cleanups type thing. And then if you
And
want to, mulch or install, you can call me for that too.
yeah,
But
that's the deal. You have these businesses. They're like, we mow, but then we also do like carpentry and plumbing. It's like what? So it's like
no, I-
we're the long guys. Okay, mowing's the bread and butter. Okay,
it,
mowing with that goes with that. Okay, I'll aerate. Mulch, I can install mulch. I have the mulch force bucket for the multi force. That's great. We can move a ton of mulch. I think Greg and I moved like 3 yards of mulch in 45 minutes. It was just crazy fast. And
it's. I
but
mean, to cut
pick
you off,
pick those
expand on
main
that.
services.
Yeah, expand on that multi-force, man, because like you say, once you got your main service, you got something like that multi-force.
Well,
How
here's the
was that?
deal,
How does
Sean.
that for as an employee?
It's great. So it's 14.7. Got it in 2023. It's been paid off for a long time now. It pays for itself. It's got a okay. Aside from the multi-force cutting, great. And I could argue with Toro. Toro has the turbo force deck, right? It's down to a science. You can cut like a super wet grass and that just throws it. But aside from it just cutting, you can do mulch with it. So you can load up. I mean, I've seen guys build walls onto the mulch force bucket, and Greg and I did like 3 yards in 45 minutes. It's just simple, and you don't have to walk with a wheelbarrow across the yard anymore. That's where we lose time doing it like that.
Time, yeah.
But you can also put an aerator attachment on it. I haven't done that. I have a different aerator. I have a stand-on Z-Aerate 24. The multi-force can plow. There's a broom on it. It's got a blower, and it's got a two-stage snow blower on it. I think there's some other ones. And then Mega Attachments is coming out with like buckets for it too, where you can scoop
Or
stuff up.
yeah.
And it's the multi-force. Why just limit your mower just to the mowing season when you can use it all the way through, the year? You were even talking about earlier on turning that client into a year-round client. That's what I'm trying to do with more of my lawn clients, though, too. And how do you start by turning them to a year-round client? This doesn't sound silly. We talked about earlier Christmas cards. Like legit, hey, get personal. Send that Christmas card. It puts them. Hey, Evan's
Yep.
thinking about me during the winter. Okay, I know he plows snow, but try to get into their lives more, and then you can kind of peel back the layers like an onion and turn them into a year-round client with you, like the fire pits or like firewood or Christmas lights. But maybe one of those ancillary services, Antonio, right? We could pick for the off season and focus on that.
Focus on that, yeah. And cause yeah, man, it's crazy. I got a guy in here. He was telling me his clients this year, man, it was like an average of like 4,500, almost 5,000, I think, on some of his clients. And so we talked about it a couple months ago, and then shout out to Florida Turf Pros. Go check him out. Jonathan did a video, and he's talking about that how he gets clients to almost 4, 5, 6,000 a season. And so if you can,
Wow.
that's what I'm saying. So if you got 100 clients like what you got, and you can max out 100 clients, almost 4 to 6 grand. Listen, you a solo dude doing 400 to 500 to 600,000 a year. That's crazy. It's doable, but you got to stay out here. That's the thing. And it's like a whole science and it's like a whole formula to this thing. It's you as a person, it's the work you do, it's you showing up, it's your equipment. It's like a whole science. It's like a checklist of 5, 6, 7, 8 things. And you can basically what you said, you can be year round super, super profitable. But you got to put it back into it. You got to put the money like that multi-force. Like I was looking at one a couple years ago, and they just don't sell in my area. But what it is, I could see why they're not selling in my area at the time. It was a lot of crews with a lot of the Hispanic guys. Multi-force. That's a multi-force. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
bro, the multi-force right
Yeah. And
there.
so a lot of guys they probably didn't need it. But like you say, once you get solo, that thing is a beast. I've seen guys run it. I want to ask you that multi-force because when you think of lawnmower, you really think of summertime mowing, cutting. How does that multi-force perform in the winter when it's cold and the machines got to get out and work? How is it performing? Do you notice a big, huge difference between your springtime, summertime performance and your wintertime performance with that mower?
Well, it's EFI. It fires up in the hot or the cold, but mine's got about 2,500 hours on it. And I'll admit, as much as I touted, I was having some problems because I run the 10W40 in the mower. That's more of like a summer or like more of a warm time oil, and I've been having some issues where it was cold. It was weird. Basically, the first week of December hit, and it went okay cold for 3.5 weeks. Now it was like 55 here today, which is mild. It was struggling to start up in the cold there, and you have to kind of prime it. Yes, you're able to prime it on the multi-force by turning the key, and then you like hear this like beep happen for like a little bit, but half the deal is so I think I have the wrong oil in it for the winter, but it's EFI. It fires up. I've for 2,500 hours, it still performs like it did with hour zero on it. And my mower, to my credit, the one time I'll pat myself on the back, it looks like it's still brand new because I wash it off all the time. I take care of it. Half this battle in this industry is image too. Make when you're rolling up to a shop, look like you're gonna work there and actually clean off your mower. See enough of these guys that don't power wash off stuff. It's like, oh, that's a Cub Cadet. Oh, that looks like a completely different brand.
Yeah, I'm guilty of it, dude. I don't wash mowers. I'm guilty. I like mine looking like it's
Oh
dirty,
man, we got to
warm up.
take you up to the power wash. We got to wash this off. I mean, you're taking care of the Octomore, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah, I got to step it up. All right, so you said something about that boss plow. So as you got that boss on that multi-force, right?
Yes, it's a 5 foot Smart Shield Boss plow, and this is where you got to be like the scientist. You know, pull the right strings. You can target these smaller commercial lots, and
Uh-huh.
you can really get into it and beat these guys because I don't care who you are. If you're really going to plow, you got to do it in a 2,500 truck. I mean, I see guys doing it in 1,500s.
I got you.
Doesn't really work, but they can't get their trucks through these smaller lots of multi-force. I'm just sitting there, zip done. Like I'm plowing my buddy's off. It's a lawyer's office. You couldn't put a full size truck on that lot. It's too narrow.
But you could take that multi-force and run it right through there, scoop, move, and all that.
Oh, it's simple. And
Yeah.
I went to so I saw this. I went to the Spencer Christmas party and at Schleybaugh Engine in Apple Creek, Ohio. They came up with a salter for the back of the multi-force. It's hilarious. It's like an actual salter holds 250 pounds of salt, and so you could just be like a full plow truck on your mower. It was wild.
So you got me, man. You got me in this multi-force. I'm asking some questions now. How many attachments do you have for yours?
Me, I have the mulch force and I have the bucket. Now, I
Okay.
would like to get the blower. Here's the problem with the blower. So they've retuned the multi-force engine. There's a Kawasaki I think it's released actually this month. It's a
Uh-huh.
34 and a half horsepower Kawasaki engine because the engine on mine is a 26 and a half Kohler. And the problem is though, like silly, you have the blower that it mounts on the multi-force. It's a $5,000 blower, but it runs off the PTO. So I didn't really realize it run off the PTO. It doesn't really perform all that well. But when they've tried out the blower the blower on a Kawasaki 34 and a half, it sounds great. Rips through stuff. So I just have the two attachments. I would like to get the blower. You slowly have to add on over time. But if you do
Yeah.
finance a multi-force, they'll give you a fleet for one attachment. So that's where you kind of have to pick and choose. But I think the only debt that I have now in my life is my house. So that's you pay
Man,
things off quickly.
yeah, because that's some good game with the multi-force. Because like I say, if you solo and you don't have a crew, that machine's another employee. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it is, and we need it because I mean, what's the hourly rate, Antonio? Like, what are we paying guys now? I've seen anywhere from 17 to $25 an hour.
That's what I'll say about 17 to 25. Yep. So I know some guys, man, they're paying 16, 15. So they're getting away.
When I had
Now
my
they get
buddy
away
work for
with
me, I paid him like 15 an hour. It was great.
it.
I was
Yeah,
rolling with
so,
him.
but no, that's crazy because see that multi-force, I've been looking at the mini skids and stuff. And that multi-force kind of makes sense. So say if you're a new guy and you're thinking, man, I might need this mini, I might need that. You could probably just get a multi-force, get you a couple attachments. Do they have a grapple for it too? I believe they've got a grapple, don't they?
I think they're trying to. I think they're coming out with something like that. It might be a mega attachments for it, but it's a low flow hydraulic type of system on there. So it's this bracket that goes up and down, and then it can turn. So my plow can turn left to right. You see these other guys out there, guys that plow snow with like a skag mower. Okay, sure, like the hydros on it are fine, but they can only plow straight. With me, I can actually turn the plow to the left
Wow.
and the right, and then move it up and down with just a lever and switch. So it's really an adaptable platform for the future, and I think the solo guy could really benefit off of it. I mean, sure, I think it's actually not that unreasonable. Like they say, so you get the cutting decks 14.7, and so you get like the mulch, it'd be like high 15s. Think about it. Okay, I'm not one to like. Okay, here's my deal. It's like I don't like to buy new, but when it comes to mowers, I do buy new and finance because I don't trust buying a used mower off of anyone in this industry. These guys beat these mowers to living crap here, and I don't trust anyone. You see all on Facebook. Oh, they're so nope. I do not trust you guys. Buy it, finance it, pay it off in like a year or two, and because like you're making money, and guys tend to
Okay.
spend way too much. It's like no, if you budget for it, then you can pay the mower off quickly.
Head off, yeah. And that's a good game, man. Because I had a guy, he got a 2500 truck a couple years back, and he told me his payments was 1500 a month, and I was like 1500 a month. He was
Oh,
like, yeah, I'll pay it off in 3 months. I mean 3 years.
wow,
He
1,500
was
a
like,
month. Whoa,
he was like, dude, I make enough. He was like, I make 1500 in a day. I was like, wow, but he's been doing it 30 years.
he's got to tack that payment, right?
And he told me, he said, dude, I'll tack it, I'll knock it out in 3 months, 3 years. He also said, this is what he told me about a mower. He said, same thing you said. He said, you got guys that's scared to go fire off and get that new mower. He said, dude, he said, when you come into the next season, find you a client, let that client pay for that mower payment. He said, what it's going to do is it's going to speed you up and have you more efficient. So if you're a solo guy and you just start, say you might be out there with some with 22 horsepower. Once you step it up to 27 or 30, you're definitely going to notice the difference every day. When I went from 9, I remember I had my first. I started off with 48-inch first, 21 horsepower. Well, the next year I got that snapper. It was 61-inch deck, 24-inch horsepower.
It's an upgrade, right?
And I was able to do 5, 6 more yards with no sweat a day, like easily. So, what up with you, Tingles? Yeah, easily. So, man, one question, man. What handhelds are you running? What type of handheld equipment are you running?
Handhelds. Okay, I'm a Echo and Shindaiwa guy, so I have the Echo 2620T and then the Shindaiwa T262. And then for the blowers, Echo 9010T and the we talked about this, the EBZ, I would say infamous guys, infamous EBZ 9000. It's just okay at best. I mean, it's a nice blower, but they've had a whole bunch of issues with the auto tune technology in it. So I've had some issues with mine.
Let me tell you, I had some guys, boy, they told me. They said made a video about their Red Max. I got a guy that's bought 5 of them. He stands by it. I got another guy left a comment. He's got 32 Red Maxes. He said, I won't buy no
32.
He
Holy
got 32
smokes.
Red Max blowers. He said, I
That's
won't
a
buy nothing else.
that's a whole Mow Trappin family right there, right? So,
Now, listen, I'm going to tell you what's funny, though, with this guy, because I'm telling y'all, guys, if you set your stuff up the right way, which I'm trying to do, and I'm studying, you can get out that truck. This guy I'm talking about with the 32 Red Maxes, I ain't gonna say his name. His channel that he dropped a comment on, his channel isn't even a lawn care channel.
oh really?
He has a lawn care crew. He has crews that does work. He goes off and does other work. He's built his business like that. So, man, it's out here, man. So, but hold on, let's see. Battery handhelds all day. Yeah, because I got some Shindawa guys in here too. We got Shindawa. It's so funny. We got a little bit of everything in my area. We got Echo, we got Steel, we got Red Max, we got Shindawa. The Shindawa was sitting on the shelves. The Red Maxes is the only blowers the guys want. The Echoes is the trimmers the guys want. And when it comes to chainsaws and pole saws, everybody's Steel.
Yep, I have a Still Wood Boss. I mean, it runs. It's kind of a pain to start up, but it runs.
Dude, I bought my first piece of steel this year. I got a steel pole saw. I love it. I ain't gonna lie. I love that thing. I started up in March. No, it was about June. And I didn't start it up again a couple weeks back and it fired right up, no problem. So
Well, I also have Antonio. You probably like this the Echo power attachment series. I have the Echo like pole trimmer, like pole hedge trimmer. It's just
like
you got to have pipes to use it. Yeah, it's basically it's just an attachment for it, and it's a long hedge trimmer. It's nice, but you have to have some pipes for it. It's like a wrestling match.
that's crazy. Well, man, dude, I appreciate you coming on, Evan, Turf Nerds Podcast. Y'all go follow. Let me drop this down. Turf Nerds. Man, I appreciate you, dude, because like I say, 100 yard solo. Salute to you. Shout out to you for that one. That's big. Good game with the multi-force. Like you say, I've been out here the last couple days, man, and I probably my son would have liked it. He went out and helped me with a job, but he probably would have liked that multi-force having it out there. You know what
You
I'm
got to
saying?
demo it for a bit.
Nah,
Is there none? Is there none in your area?
he'll let me get it. Trust me. He tried to sell me one a couple years back. That's my dude. He told me, said, take it home with you. He wanted me to take it home so he could just basically say, well, go ahead and keep it, and I'll go ahead and sign you, get you some paperwork, and go ahead and have it
Oh,
more.
that's how they're doing it. That
Yeah,
basically.
that's what he wanted to do. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So, but man, that's some good game because next year, man, like I say, 2026, man, we got like you got to fix everything in your business. I feel like if you don't fix it, somebody's gonna come through with the answers that you don't get next year, and you're gonna
Well,
be
here's
up
the
out of there.
deal. What are you guys doing right now? It's the off season. We should make the best use of the time because the days are evil. Oh, just because you think like we're not cutting grass anymore? No, you better be thinking about 2026 and how to retool and recalibrate your business. I've been doing this 16 years, and there's still things that I get wrong every year. We need to make a better change to be, I guess they say, the 1% better. But always try to be better. Don't just sit and twiddle your thumbs and then just get going out the door when mid March comes around. That'll be here sooner than you think.
Facts, man. That's a good game right there, man. I'm gonna drop you on the back, Evan, man.
Yep.
Appreciate you coming on, man. And y'all go follow Turf Nerds Podcast. Stay in the back, Evan.
Yep.
Oh, man, y'all go check out Turf Nerds Podcast. It was fire right there. He gave some good game, like you say, 16 years in, and he don't know it all. He's still learning. Me and him had a conversation. He said, man, you told me some stuff that helped me out. So, man, listen, social media, still sharp as steel. 2026 right around the corner. This year has flown. We'll be back on the ground probably less than 80 days. Some of us 80 days maybe right at. So 2026 here, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in again. Next week I won't be here. I am gonna take we're gonna call this a the holiday vacation. So we'll come back to New Year's, man. I have somebody on here for y'all after the New Year's. Man, listen, y'all do what y'all got to do to just make your business the best in 2026. Don't worry about what nobody else's business got really going on. Worry about your business. Worry about how you trying to fix your business. Try to be efficient as you can. If you didn't get time with your family last year, try to do what you can to figure out a way to get time with your family this year. That's more important than a lot of the mowing stuff, man. It's life outside of this stuff, man. Your kids only gonna be kids for so long before you know it, they done grew up on you. So figure out 2026 your business, how you want your business to run. It don't matter how everybody else's business is going. It's what you want to do with your business and figure it out to get efficient, make the most money you can. And like I say, be able to don't spread yourself thin. Be able to have a life outside of lawn care, man. You know what I'm saying? So, man, appreciate y'all tuning in this whole year to Mow Trappin, man. I appreciate it truly, man. And blessings, best wishes to y'all. And man, shout out to everybody 2026, man, and crush it, man. Just go ahead, crush it and do your thing, man. So tune in again. See y'all next year, 2026. We out of here, Mow Trappin podcast.